back for a week in review. And back to review the bike race I've been training for the past year. The L'Etape Canada by Tour de France happened this last weekend. I was doing the 85 kilometer race. Leading up to this weekend, training was actually pretty good. I was biking as much as I could. The week before, I had gotten up to 73 kilometers, and every kind of subsequent week prior to that was 5 kilometers more. Been basically just kind of figuring out, what I'm going to be eating throughout the race, how the fluids were going in, and just basically how my legs and butt felt, and traps and shoulders and all that kind of stuff as I'm on the bike for such a long time. My goal was to do the 85K in under 4 hours. Just kind of my regular rides would average about 25 kilometers per hour. So at that speed, obviously 3 times 25 is 75. So that's 3 hours, and then another 10 kilometers, which would make it safely under 4 hours. But I had no idea. I had not done a bike race like this on a road, starting in a pack before. So that was very, very interesting and very fun. We started fairly early. 7:10 was the kickoff for the race. And I was in the front pack. This is where we were staged. And I kind of kept up with them. I tried to anyways for the first little bit. But man, we were cruising. So it started in the center, basically the center of Sherwood Park, near the City Hall, called Festival Place. Went there, the roads were basically open for us, and we were going pretty much as fast as they could. The start was, I wouldn't say hectic, but the speed was like crazy. We were like 45, 48 kilometers an hour. Down Clover Bar, we cut up to baseline, and I'm still hanging on to the lead group. And I was like, man, they're going really fast. And this is just the start. I have 85 kilometers to go. So we go, down the hill, we keep going, we get out of Sherwood Park and into the kind of like the back secondary roads. Overall feeling really good, actually. Bike's working well, legs are working really well. It was kind of cool. It was about 13 Celsius at this point. So I wore sleeves. My toes were getting a little bit cold. I don't know if that was just because, I think it was just because of the speed, actually. We got outside of Ardrossan, and there was a turn into a secondary road, and I just couldn't hold the pace anymore. It was this was about 20k in, so I was actually pretty happy with my performance for that part. I mean, like, currently I weigh around 207 pounds, so with clothes on and shoes and stuff, 210. So compared to some of the riders I saw, I had a disadvantage weight-wise. All alone, I got dropped. Oh, the pace was nuts, like 43k. About 20k in, I got dropped, so pace was just too much for me. We are 47 minutes in, 27 kilometers. Having fun though. Toes are cold, but this is great. Talk soon. Leg power though, you know, I probably have an advantage, but not on a long endurance ride. No chance. So at around 20 kilometers, I just had to back off. It was just like too much. My heart rate was going around 160. I was like, okay, this is it. I cannot hold it for another 20, that's 60, like 4 times that. Oh my God, I could not do that. So I came down to earth. I realized that I could not hold this pace, and I kind of just settled down into my kind of regular pace around. On a flat, I was probably around 27, 28 kilometers an hour, maybe 30, depending if the wind was in my face, and just kept on plugging away. Every 35, 45 minutes, I would kind of grab a couple sips of water or a snack. So I was steady with that, and that felt good. I didn't feel like I was in need of any food. I didn't feel hungry at all. I felt pretty energized and energetic, and it was just a beautiful day too. Just clear skies, sunny, breezy. Certain directions we were going is pretty breezy in the face, and I just be going, and then I just kind of like hear some whirring behind me, and it was like another group or another couple or 3 riders, and they kind of like cruised on past. I tried to keep up, and then eventually got dropped. I'm back. I am at 43.5K. Just past the rest stop. Had a snack. Another group came up to me, and I tried to hang. And I did for a bit. Then I realized 158 beats a minute is not sustainable for long for me. So I came back down to earth. Cruising at hour 19 here. Talk soon. And this just kept on going and going and going. And you know what? Actually, it wasn't too bad, because overall in that 85K group, I was 76th. So only 70, you know, other than that first group, which was about maybe 50 people passed me, I guess, now that I think about it, out of 270. So not too bad. Just past, actually getting to 66 kilometers. Just about to have a snack around 70. Just approaching Ardrossan, I think, in a little bit here. So what, like 15 to 20 to go. Still have good energy. Been passed by a ton of people. Hey, but that's okay. Many groups passed me. I try and keep up, but I cannot. It's okay. 2 hours, 9 minutes without stopping. Pretty damn good. Check in at the end, maybe. Coming back into Sherwood Park, there's a fair-sized hill. I would just say it's a hill. No, it's nothing like, it's not a mountain or anything. It's just this is a hill. But it probably takes maybe 5 minutes of climbing. Maybe, I don't know, I'm guessing. Maybe I'll check back in my stats. But it's like first gear, just head down and just slow pedaling. Actually, there were a couple of people walking. It's like, oh, sorry, see ya. And so I made it up the hill. And actually, I was feeling energized at this moment, because that was about maybe 5K from the finish. Right now I'm guessing. But I was at 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I was like, oh, I was well ahead of my pace. So I'm like thinking I can beat 3 hours when my goal was to beat 4 hours. So this is going to be amazing. So I made that climb. I kept going, just steady pace, pushing even. I was by myself, so I'm pushing my own wind. Past the highway, Highway 21 and baseline, and it's kind of a downhill. And so I'm pushing that, and I kind of let up a little bit and I straightened my legs. And man, my quad nearly seized. So it was like, I hadn't pushed that hard in a long time where it wanted to cramp. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna settle back down, make sure I'm pulling up on the pedal stroke versus pushing down so that the quads don't work as much. And just kind of steady, kept pushing. I was by myself. I saw a rider ahead. He and I had been kind of going back and forth since about the halfway mark, and he had pulled away from me. And I don't know what happened, but he was going like a turtle, and I just passed him. And then just turning back in, we kind of go by Shore Park Mall and then into the kind of finish. And it felt good to finish. I finished at 2:51 officially. 80, I don't know what it was, 86K. It was about 30 kilometers an hour, my average, which is the fastest I've gone on a ride in a very, very long time. And especially because that was the longest ride I've ever done. Super happy about that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to actually doing a few more of these. They were, leading into it, I was a little bit it was nerve-wracking. You know, not so much because I love being on a bike, and it's not, you can always just like pedal and coast and you're going to be moving forward versus a run, right? And the only thing you kind of need to worry about is like if you get a flat tire or something like that. But that all went smoothly. I didn't have to use the facilities or nothing. I didn't stop on any rests. I brought enough food. I was comfortable other than my kind of cold toes. But as the race went on, the sun rose and kind of got us warm. So I got this finisher shirt. It's a pretty cool shirt. I like that. Got a finisher medal. And yeah, memories. So I'm looking forward to doing next year's, hopefully. And maybe some other rides and fundos. Stuff like that. So really like that. I'm gonna keep biking because I love it. Thanks for watching my review of L'Etape Canada by Tour de France, our Sherwood Park stage. I did the 85K one. So I will see you guys soon. High fives.